man been on here when we graduate, like 2008,
When we graduate,
like 2008. So he been saying like his team has not been to the playoffs or been relevant since then. You know,
2006.
woo. All right, I try to give you some years. You just got older.
Now we're gonna be like the Eagles fans and make our situation look worse, so we can look good when we actually do
But
good. But
I
go
ain't
ahead.
throwing shots. I ain't throwing shots. Look, they got Matt Barnes talking about him on ESPN again. You know, I forgot he even
Man,
played for the Kings. When you bring up the Kings, you think of people like Chris Webber. You know,
Phaedra.
but there we go. You know, that time they gave Kobe food poisoning in the playoffs, but we're not gonna talk about that. Um, but I have a dream to keep the beam alive. Joe, this is your moment. Like every time they went, he went and found another Kings fan. I don't even know how this popped up. Like Trent just popped up out of nowhere.
Facts.
Out
He
of
was
nowhere.
gossip, bro. He was
You
gossip.
know what I mean? Tell us more about this beam. They've been winning. They've been beating the Lakers. They the third seed. My man told us last week if you're in the third seed, you can't talk to him. So that's why I had to intro it. I can't talk to you after this. The floor is yours, Joe.
Hey, the beam is lit, man. We lit. But anyways, I'm excited, obviously, because of where we came from and where we got now. But like we got some work to do as a King organization. So that game we played. First off, we played Philly without Joel Embiid and James Harden, and we took an L. We were up by 24, I think 24, and then we lost the lead, lost the intensity. They outmuscled us, and then they beat us in Sacramento, by the way. And then Memphis comes to Sacramento, and we get a notification. John Morant and Steven Adams not playing. I'm like, what's going on? Why these people ain't trying to play in Sacramento? And I wrote in the chat, it should be a blowout. We play on national television. The last time we played on national television, we beat the brakes off the Brooklyn Nets. We trying to take advantage of all the TV time we could, which the end result was a blowout. But if you actually watched that game as a Kings fan, it was so frustrating. First off, y'all, let me just talk about and give a shout out to my team, right? We had 3 players score 20 points last night. None of them was Sabonis or Fox, by the way. Harrison Barnes had 20, 6 from 9 from 3. Keegan had 20 and 9 rebounds. I said last time, Mike Brown challenged Keegan Murray, another game, 9 rebounds, all right? He had 0 rebounds against the Lakers the first go around. And then he was 5 or 7 from 3. Trey Lyles, team high. We scored 133 points. Our team high was 24, all right? 6 from 8 from 3. Fox had 17 points, 10 assists. Sabonis, another triple-double, 14, 10, 11. So what I like, Mike Brown, I love Mike Brown. By the way, Mike Brown should be getting some Coach of the Year talks, all right? He challenged Malik Monk. Malik Monk, his last 4 games, y'all, before this game, last 4 games, total 18 points, 6 from 28 from the field, which is 20%, 1 for 14 from 3, which is 7%, 9 rebounds. Now he did have 15 assists. Just how he's contributing. Like Mike Brown always says, if you're not going to shoot well, find a way to stay on the floor. Like contribute defensively. But he told him you gotta do more than pass the ball, Malik. You gotta rebound. If you're not gonna shoot well, you gotta at least rebound, give some effort. Malik Monk showed up yesterday off the bench, 13 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. That's why I love Mike Brown, bro. Mike Brown challenges our players and get the best out of all of them. All right. Now, this is what I don't like though, y'all. In the first quarter, we tied an NBA record with most threes made in the first quarter. We hit 12 threes in the first quarter. It was 12 and 13. We shot 92% from 3, 74% from the field. We scored 47 points, had 14 assists, 100% from the free throw line, all in the first quarter. But the Grizzlies scored 33 points, shot 54% from the field, 55% from 3. That's not good.
Yeah.
Like every game we are playing, bro, we are like trying to outscore you. Like we have stretches when we play great defense, but overall, when I watch it, it's too many easy buckets in the paint. I would live with a 3. I would live with that, but not a layup after layup after layup. Then you had John Morant or Steven Adams. Why the game this close? At one point in the game, they took the lead, bro. We had 19 points in the second quarter. I just scored 47 in the first quarter. That's not good. And then the third quarter with 8 minutes left, the score was 73-71. They took the lead for the first time.
Yeah.
But then we got it together, and then for the rest of the game, we outscored them 62-27. All right, so we're a good team, though. I'm confident we're a good team. There are only few teams in the West that I believe that competed in a 7-game series. I believe we had the best offense in the NBA, better than anybody. I just think our defense need to show up. We got to get a defender, a rim protector on the bench. Javon, I got a notification today. Orlando Magic is open to trading Obama now. They said since his minute is reclining, they are open to trading him before the deadline.
I'm packaging him up right now for you, Joe.
You said you got what?
I'm packaging him up right now for you, Joe.
Whoa.
You gonna get to your squad.
I'm gonna say, hold on. It's a team down there in Florida that may want him too now.
Team Florida, Miami.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Y'all can use Obama.
That's what
we could, but I know it wouldn't work with us. I just know it wouldn't work with us.
All right. And then look, this guy's my one and done. How about y'all none and none? Y'all don't even get to the playoffs. How about that? You might be one and done in the play-in. But anyway, literally one game you're out. So I'm excited where the Kings are heading. Like I said, I think we got a great, and then like Mike Brown, bro. If Mike Brown, I think he's coach of the year. If I look at the NBA, you can say Mike Malone, but they got Jokic, potential MVP. All right. You can say Boston. Boston, which just came from the finals. What other team stands out? The Pelicans were standing out, but then they started regressing when Zion got hurt. But it's us. It's Mike Brown. Mike Brown should be coach of the year for real. He like what he did with us, with the playoff drought we're in, and we're the 3rd seed in the West. That says a lot. So that's what I got about the Kings right there.
I'm looking at this. Your whole team was they plus minus. Everybody was pluses. Like you said, when you cut that game on, you would not think that it was going to end the way it did. Like I think at about halftime, the odds were like plus 17 or something. If you were doing live betting, I took that. I said the Kings gonna cover that. They're gonna cover that, and that you did. I thank you for that. But I want to talk more about Mike Brown. Yeah, you're right. Malik Monk, didn't he play for the Lakers last year?
Oh yes, he did. Thank you, LA.
Yeah, what was he doing when he was with the Lakers?
He was a second best player. AD was hurt, but outside of AD and LeBron, he was the best player for real.
Okay, so this helps your argument that you had in the NBA chat about LeBron making people better. Because to us, it looked like he regressed a little bit once he was with the Lakers. He's playing way better than he with the Kings. Like that effort you got last night, you can get. He had about 4 or 5 of those appearances just this season alone. That last night he had about 2 of those all season with the Lakers. I think Lakers fans correct me if I'm wrong. My man, you said it early in the season. Okay, next subject. He'll make role players better. Y'all right. But look, we talking about Mike Brown. How everybody was down on Mike Brown. I agree with you. He's definitely coach of the year. Everybody was down on him after that one Warriors game where they got killed, and they was like, did you do that? Then they laughed at all of his memes when he was running in practice. He was doing the suicides. He wasn't that fast, but at least he was running, right? Mike Brown just has a way of connecting with players. I'm glad Fox finally got a coach that believed in him, because he's a player that definitely needed somebody to just give him that spunk. Because other than that, we would have just seen him start to decline. And now he's back at a high, showing him what he's made of. Sabonis was a good pickup. Like you said, you definitely do need a big man. I don't know if it's going to be Mo. I don't know if y'all can go get a Dwight Howard. Just somebody.
No, we don't need Dwight.
I said just help with rebounds, okay? Not offensively. You just need somebody in there, another vet that could just show you, like, hey, grabbing these boards, 133 could have been almost 200. Y'all have done it before. So I'm happy for you, man. As a Wizards fan, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I definitely want to give Mike Brown more props.
Hey, that was funny.
There's a lot of people that tries to say Mike Brown is not a good coach, all because he coached LeBron. People forget that when he coached LeBron, that team led the league in defense more than one time. So that is coaching. That's not LeBron James. That's coaching. So, and that's no slouch on LeBron. That's not to say LeBron is not a good defender, because he is. That's not to say that at all. But Mike Brown is a good coach in this league, and he has been for a while. He was just handed teams that didn't have a good roster. So that's not necessarily on him. But look at what he's doing with the Kings team that has he has De'Aaron Fox, he got Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, Sabonis. He has players on that team that's willing to fight for him. And look at this team. No one that I know had the Kings this high in the season. No one.
Not even me.
Not even Joe. A lot of people didn't even have them making the play in. And they're third in the West. So there's not much you can really say. But Joe, I kind of want to say that your team played good defense last night because in the first half it didn't look so good, but you only allowed 39 points in the second half.
Yeah, we picked it up.
We
allowed 10 points in the fourth quarter.
That's it. Only 10 points in the fourth quarter. So that means your defense is improving, just like you thought it would. So, and that's a testament to Mike Brown and all the stuff that he's doing that a lot of people might not like. The beam might get annoying every now and then, but hey, we understand it. We totally understand it. And then the defensive player of the game award, that's helping out the team because that shows that you're believing in your team. That's like how I told you before, University of Miami had this turnover chain. Whenever we got a turnover, we got a turnover chain, and it made the defense play better. Now, the thing is, of course, Miami didn't become didn't go to the playoff, but hey, it made them feel that someone believed in them, and that's what you want. That's what you need in this kind of game, especially when the Kings haven't been to the playoffs since 2006. So, hey, props to you.
That was nice. Everybody was, giving props.
Okay.
Coach Brown.
Hey man, our team's not good. Okay, at least y'all two teams is good.
My team got the worst record right here.
But you got hope. You got hope.
So I want some pushback on one thing. I don't think Brown always been a good coach with the Cavs. I think he was overrated with the Lakers. He didn't know what he was doing. I think he learned to become a good coach. That stint with the Warriors is really what made him a great coach. That system in Golden State, it's been shown in Sacramento. When you say, Joe, the ball movement, the screens, the talking, it's not a one-man show. That like Sabonis is playing like that Draymond role, even though he can shoot some threes every once in a while. So, but y'all are a good team. I like the tendencies that I'm seeing from your team. Y'all play hard on both ends. Y'all rebound like everybody at the collective. Y'all rebound. I do think, like you said, y'all need some size down low because in the playoffs, the games do slow down a bit and teams tend to attack the basket a bit more, like Luka. You got Jokic to deal with. If LeBron them get in, you got LeBron and AD to deal with. So, but it's a player I want to highlight here. And I'm a UNC Tar Heel for life, and I want to talk about my boy Harrison Barnes. Now, Harrison Barnes. Since he left Golden State, that year they lost to Cleveland when Kyrie and Braun beat him, he got a lot of slack for that because he missed a lot of wide open shots. I'm not going to lie. He missed a lot of wide open shots. So he got a lot of slack for that. They got rid of him. He went to Dallas. He had like 20 points a game, 18, 17, moved around. Now he with the Kings.
He got traded at halftime, right? No, he got traded before the game.
Yeah. No, during the game though.
I think it was during the game, right?
It was during the game. It was right. Yeah.
They sold him out, so he got traded.
See, this year though, this guy been balling. I want to particularly talk about this month. This man been on a tear. For this month, Harrison Barnes is averaging 21 points. He's shooting 50% from the field, 53%. Let me say that. And guess what he's shooting from the three? Same thing, 53%. He is playing lights out for these guys. And I want to give this guy some props because I thought it was over for him. I'm a huge UNC fan, and he let me down at UNC. He wasn't taking over like he was supposed to. Get to the Warriors, he didn't play his role as well as he could have. But now with the Kings, he's looking like the vet that they need. A three that can defend, hit some shots, score some buckets, and also rebound. So I like what the Kings are going. Like I said, Joe, y'all do need to get a big. If y'all don't get a big, then y'all gonna be fighting. Y'all gonna have to really score a lot of points to win. So I like what y'all saying. Congratulations. I'm trying to climb up there with y'all. We still climbing, but keep it going. Like the big.
Hey, bro, y'all more than just brothers, bro. I thought that was Joe, bro.
Yeah, you did. I know. We did something the same. Hey, I do want to say this now. Harrison Barnes started off bad. to start the season off. Like I remember going to that Clippers game, bro. He was like 0 from 4 from 3. I remember it was tossed like what's going on with Harrison Barnes, but Harrison Barnes slows the game down for us. Like he's a bat for us, you know. But I got a little pushback what you said about Mike Brown. I'm not gonna say he was a bad coach. He is a much better coach, but he didn't learn that system with Steve Kerr. He was with Popovich before he was with Steve Kerr. He was with Popovich for him and Steve Kerr were together with Popovich for years. But this is the first time he's coaching a team without a big personality. He coached LeBron James, which is a team that's revolving around LeBron. LeBron can't play this offense we in right now. He needs the ball in his hands. He also coached Kobe for like 5 games. He didn't coach the full season. So after that, he went to the Warriors and reiterated what he already learned with Popovich. But now you got like a Steph Curry. You got, you know, he got a Fox, you know, so and the Draymond Green and the Sabonis. So I think that he's gotten better over the years, but I never thought he was a bad coach. Also, coming to the season, he was 15th most winningest coach in NBA history. You know what I mean? So that don't have my accident, bro. Like, because Cleveland was Cleveland, but when he got there, they were the number 1 seed.
But that's go ahead.
I'm sorry. Now I'm not trying to say he was a bad coach. I wouldn't put him as a top coach. For example, Eric Spoelstra, when he was with the first guy with the Heat, he was never looked at as a good coach. It was until LeBron and them left, and he had to prove that he can coach without that. Now, like Mike Brown could have always been a good coach, but he was never able to prove it. Like you said he had the winningest percentage.
Yeah.
But you just say he had big personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Now that can be a reason why he won. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that now he's with the Kings is showing how he never was a bad coach to me. I never thought he was a good coach. Like I look at him now, I never looked at him like that in the past. This stint with the Kings shows me that he's a good coach.
Yeah.
I was
going to add to that. Yeah, I was going to add to that. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, because I was going to add to that because you said that stint with the Spurs and that stint with the Warriors. But you got to think Steve Kerr played for the Spurs in 1.2. So that right there kind of because I said the same thing about Steve Kerr. I was like, he's not a good coach. He just got good players. And then the KD thing, after KD left and Steph got hurt, and that's that season where he had to actually show that he was a good coach. I was like, okay, I got to give him his props now. Because their offense is what? Screens, Steph running around 4 people, wide open, shoot. Same thing with Clay. But they had to slow the game down. Jordan Poole, like you could see how he actually invests and pours into his players because Jordan Poole wouldn't be Jordan Poole on any other team. We saying the same thing about what Mike Brown is doing with the Kings. There's certain players on that team that we thought were castaways. Harrison Barnes is one of them. Sabonis to Indiana was a castaway. The league at some point thought Darian Fox was going to be a castaway. And now look at all of them, showing and proving.
Yeah.
I get your point now, Vaughn, when you said that, when you brought up Eric Spoelstra, because a lot of people was definitely putting Eric Spoelstra down, saying that he wasn't a good coach because
I was one of them.
The big three.
Same.
Because he coached the big three. But I saw what he did, even though we didn't make the playoffs, I saw what he did that season after when we still had D Wade and Bosh was had to leave because of his throat.
Blood clot. Yeah.
Blood clots in his throat. And that team still fought. And that season when we I believe we missed the playoffs, but we won our last 21 games with him as the head coach without a superstar. So I was like, okay, I know I got a good coach. All you gotta do is put some players around him that believe in the system, and he'll be good. So I definitely understand what you're saying.
I think it's a way we should reword it. I don't think it's fair to say they were a bad coach only because they had a superstar. We should say that this is reaffirming that he is a good coach versus he was not good because he had LeBron and D Wade. We can't say that because what's the name? Pat Riley confirmed that he was a good coach. They tried to get him to step down. He was like, nah, y'all got your coach right there. And then they overcame it. They won. And then LeBron leaves and he still looks good. So I think with LeBron not there, it's reaffirming that he is a good coach. Because Ty Lue is also a good coach.
Yeah.
Like LeBron was not winning with a bad coach. He had to have a good coach. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know, and LeBron was still young too at that time. I mean, he was 8 years in, I think. So he wasn't like LeBron today, when LeBron's like a freaking encyclopedia when it comes to the NBA.
But that's a bad thing. That's a bad trait of his too, and it ruins coaches because he almost did that with Spoelstra because his IQ was so high that he don't trust the coaches at times.
Man, Ty Lue, they said Ty Lue was stretched out, bro.
So
Ty Lue had to roll out. Yeah, but the public didn't know how good exactly. But you can't say that he was bad because he had LeBron. That's all I'm saying. Let's say now if LeBron leaves and he was bad, then you could be like, that's a bad coach. But LeBron leaves and he gets back to the finals. Obviously, he learns as he coaches, but he's a good coach. He always been.
And that was also split too, because most of the world was like, well, Pat Riley is redeemed to be Pat Riley. So most people was like, if he respects him, then we kind of got to give him a shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like Pat Riley was like, I'm not stepping down. You know what I mean? You know how bad he wanted to win. He's like, I'm not stepping down. I'm gonna let he got LeBron and D Wade. Come on, Pat Riley would definitely he just coached D Wade and Shaq and won a championship. So he's like,
and remember at that time he stepped down because our coach was Stan Van Gundy, and he was like, nah, get Stan Van Gundy out here. I'm gonna come down and coach.
There it is. Yeah. So yeah. All right, go to the next topic. I'm excited. We spent a lot of time with the Kings, but we gotta move forward. All right, we gotta move forward. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.